Hello and welcome back to Shelf Centered. If you didn't know, I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers in the next weekish or so. And so if you haven't heard, I am running a giveaway. I will put the link below, but all you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment on that video to the link below, and you'll be entered to go. And that's how we're doing this. It's the garbage to great giveaway. Anyway. Obviously, if this is 2 years from now, it probably won't be going still. Anyway, I wanted to shed some light on what I think is a very underappreciated series, and so I thought I would give it a chance, give it a go here with an extra video in the week. I don't usually do this, but this is part of me trying to get this going, get us to 1,000 subscribers. So I wanted to do this extra video here. This series, I have it on my top 10 underappreciated series list or something to that effect. I can never remember what I call things. I'm terrible at it, especially when the camera's rolling. So this one, I wanted to do a quick review, my quick review style, but for the whole series, all non-spoiler, just so you know, but I want to get people to read it. I think more eyes need to be on the series because it is one of the most exciting and fun series that I've ever read. It's called the Shattered Sigil series by Courtney Schafer. The first book is The Whitefire Crossing, then it follows up with The Tainted City, and then finally The Labyrinth of Flame. This is one of those hugely under-read series. There's a lot of reason behind this, but I'll get into that in a second. I want to start with a story, a little story I have here. The story, we're talking, man, back in 2007, so this is ages ago. I and a friend watched the movie Into the Wild. I've since read the book of the same name. I think is it Krakauer? I'll double check. We watched that movie. And it's this movie of a guy that just kind of gives away all of his money. He's got, he's like Ivy League school, got all this potential, this what's considered potential, and just kind of gives it up to go kind of live this nomadic life and to go out there. And then he eventually has this goal of getting to Alaska and just kind of, the frontier, the final frontier. That's a different one, I guess. But anyway, so it's such an inspiring tale, right? Whether you read the book or watch the movie. I loved just the idea behind getting away from things, getting out there and enjoying nature, or just kind of like living, without the safeties that we have, completely out of your comfort zone, on going, just the idea of going on an adventure, just seeing the world and being your own person, whatever that may mean, and just to discover that. And I just remember both of us were so excited and just like, I want to go rock climbing. I want to go whatever it is and just get out there. So our version of this, we did this big trip to Vegas, Las Vegas, and it was something that was not being completely boring, I guess. But anyway, that was at least something that we did. I can't say I've ever done something to this degree, but I say all that because that kind of idea of just adventure, of really living something that isn't your own life, is really exemplified extremely well in this series, especially the Whitefire Crossing. Courtney Schafer is a rock climber, loves rock climbing, getting outdoors, all this stuff. And guess what? Main character here, Dev, he is a rock climber. He loves the Whitefire Mountains, the mountain range. He loves being in them. He loves helping caravans get through them and being the kind of lookout and and just living in the mountains and just being there. And you just feel it. You feel the wind on his face and the precariousness of being there, holding on by 2 fingers or something, and just how much skill is needed for this. And that isn't even talking about the magic, which is really cool and really interesting. And so this whole, what I liked about this series is that there's some higher magic things, but it's kind of it's highly dependent on magic. There's magic in like every sentence is like talking about magic, because there's these magic charms. And so you've got kind of this juxtaposition of these couple of places, Nineveh and Aletheia, but you got these kind of, Aletheia is more of this strict, magic is not allowed, or at least highly regulated. And then you got Nineveh, which is kind of this place that's just open to magic. And so you have Dev works as kind of a smuggler. He smuggles some magical charms into these places, and it's really exciting. And I don't want to go too much into it, but I just wanted to make sure that people read this, because it's nonstop, just action-packed. I mean, there's constantly, and I revisited my older review, and it was like, it's all warranted, right? It's not just this contrived, oh, this other thing happened, I guess, because he's in this like kind of seedy underbelly too, to a degree, this Dev. Then you've also got this great character in Kieran, who is a magic kind of this mage, and you get them together, Dev and Kieran, and this like kind of friendship that develops. It's powerful, it's really good, and it does a lot. But one of the things I just loved about this series is it's so magic intensive that you really like, it is so well thought out, and it permeates just every single page, and I really like that, because you don't get that a lot in fantasy series, even that have a lot of magic. There is just a lot of, you got to walk from point A to point B, and and this was really great about actually really getting into the magic. So if you want adventure, lots of magic in your fantasy, right, and just this great story that's underappreciated. One of the things I think why it was underappreciated is because it was first published by Nightshade Books, and this was during the time that Nightshade had some issues, to say the least, and they were bought out, and so they lost some of their authors and whatnot. And so actually the third book, the Labyrinth of Flame, had to be kickstarted. So I will, in all full disclosure, I wanted an ending to my series that I loved, and so I contributed to that Kickstarter and got that book. But what a great thing for Courtney Schafer to do, to finish the series for the fans, and I hope she did well on it. But it was just one of those that you knew she was doing, because she just wanted to give the fans this conclusion, and it's a great conclusion. So I can tell you, completed trilogy, what more could you ask for? Great conclusion to the completed trilogy. It continues throughout the 3 books, this high standard of just magic and just feeling that adventure. I cannot recommend this series enough. Go get it. You will not regret it. Courtney Schafer, I only wish that Courtney could write more books and we could get more books from Courtney, because just a brilliant author that's so underread and underappreciated. I just want to see more. So thank you very much. Hopefully this helped in any way. Go get involved in the giveaway if it's still going, which I assume it will be for a little bit. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've read this series and if you have any thoughts on it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're so close. So anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye.